food. So we say something like soul food, right? So if soul food, that means the soul, that means the thought, that means your thought, your belief system, because the soul is all, is everything. As I'm speaking, the soul is speaking. The soul is. The soul have always been. The soul is. When you say is, that's everything. So when people say that this thing will cause cancer, you are creating that thought. You are projecting that thought into this thing, because if you get a noodles and the ingredients that came with the noodles can be whatever it is. And now you get it. This is why Africans don't get any of those things, because we will spice up our stuff. That means you put your own energy in it. So if you're a very joyful, loving, wealthy mindset, abundant person, you believe that you are a high vibrational, soulful being, loving, joyful, harmonious, then you get a noodles. When the noodles come into your hand, because you get a Midas touch, you have a loving hands, you have a joyful hands, your your whole being is love. That noodles in your hand is love. It does not have any of those things unless you believe it does. Now, now, so I'm speaking this into the now, because we are speaking from now. Any of those things that they wrote doesn't matter. What matters is what you think into the food. It's a noodles, but what is a noodles? Stream of thought, stream of consciousness. That's all it is. It's just whatever you you want to perceive it to be. Now, when you put ingredients, spices, that is your own frequency, your own vibration, you want to boost up or add your own energy into the thing. You change, you become an alchemist. So you change the vibration or the frequency of that thing. So it's not going to cause that which, unless you have spoken that into this thing. In the beginning, it was just nothing. It is. So the noodle is, until you add a thought. Let there be the light of this new thought. It will cause this, it will cause this. It could cause love, it could cause prosperity, it could cause harmony, it could cause unity, it could cause happiness, it could cause the greatest beauty, it could cause the divine intelligence. When you have that noodles, that noodles, that, that is heart. Beat, beat, beat. So that which you have projected into this thing becomes noodles. The stream of thought, the stream of consciousness, that becomes your reality. So noodles is that which you think it is. So the noodles cause this. What does it cause? It causes you to be joyful, it causes you to be happy, it causes you to be prosperous. If that's what you say, that becomes the noodles that you eat, that you become, because you are what you eat. You are what you eat. That means whatever your belief system is, that's what you eat. That's what becomes your reality. Soul foods. Soul foods. When you say soul foods, that means everything you say comes from the soul, becomes your food. What you believe becomes your reality. All this is soul. So, soul foods. So, are you a soul? Your thought, your thought and your belief system, foods, becomes that which you perceive, becomes that which you realize or actualize. So if you say it's horrible, that's gonna be the food. It's gonna be horrible. If you say it's good, that's gonna be the food. It's good because it's the soul that food that basically creates that reality. Food is mean creating reality. Food, good. So it's up to you what you think that is. If you say, I would like to only eat healthy, abundant, joyful food, and then someone invites you to McDonald's after you said that, does that mean McDonald's is not good for you? You just said it. And then the next breath, someone's like, yo, I'm at McDonald's, meet me, one of your friends. And then you're like, I'm not going to make it because it's not good. That's not true because you spoke a thought. This thought is now spiraling into good food. So you go to McDonald's. McDonald's told you it's Happy Meal. So you get there, you get to, isn't McDonald's called Happy Meal? Does McDonald's make certain people happy? Majority, a lot of people happy when they go there. Yes. So that means they do have happiness and joy. Does that mean that it's bad for them? No, it doesn't mean that. To you, you created this thought that it's not good for you, but to others, they have been able to purify the thought that it is good for them. Whatever that means, to each his own. To each his own. So whatever you believe your belief system is, that's your reality. I'm not gonna go to McDonald's I eat every day. I'm not gonna go there. But if every once in a while my niece, my nephew, or the kiddos wants to go, or my daughter, I want to go there. Sure, sure, Happy Meal. So we're gonna go there, and they're excited and happy. They're creating a high frequency of joy and happiness. So you get to McDonald's, and they're happy and joyful. How is that going to be bad when they are generating a higher vibrational, emotional frequency or vibration? How sacred is that? So now they have that and they are joyful and happy. Man, conditioning just told you that it's not good for them. But how do you explain this spiritual integration of emotion, this high vibration emotion that they feel when they go to McDonald's as a kid? How can you explain that? How do you interpret that emotion or that feeling that a child feels when they go to McDonald's? Because they're joyful and they're happy. So you thinking that it's not good for them. So you create that reality, that perception that you have perceived. So now you're looking at them from the lens of not it's not good for them. So you create that reality where the child gets to be sick. However, in its soulful state, in his joyful natural state, and then now the child is fine. It's loving, it's excited. So if you see them from that lens, would that be, would they have illness and disease? Would they have all those things? I don't know. I can't answer that for you. But I do know some people that eat those things sometimes and they are good. All that, I hate to say it sometimes because words are magic. Sometimes they eat that and they are good. All the time they eat that, they are good. Sometimes it's also all the time because all the time is sometime and sometime is all the time because there's only now and now is all the time that you have. And sometime, or which is so time, is also all the time. So words are being misconstrued and used in certain ways. So even if you go there once a month, you go there all the time because in that moment you are there, and there is all that you got, and that's the moment, right? So the perception of okay, but I go there every day. Oh, that's different. But if you go there once, that's still all there because you are all in that moment. The only difference is this person goes there all the time in whatever it is, day by day. But you say sometimes, but all the time and sometimes is the same. It all depends on how much, like when do you go? How often do you go? We're talking about visitation. How often do you go? Because how often do you go there? That's different. So words are magic. Words are magic. So the magic is in the words, not this thing the movies show you. The witch. Words are magic. That means what you say, you create. Words are things. That's the magic. The magic is. It's just your existence is magic itself. When you speak, you create. That's the magic. So all this is magic. To say that this is not a high vibration place because of men have messed it up, the frequency, that's not it. It is not true because words are magic. We are literally living in Neverland. We are living in the promised land. We are living in the land of milk and honey. We are living in a high vibration place because the fact that you say something, you see it. The frequency is as high as ever. We have been conditioned to believe that the frequency is not as fast, but when you look around, it is. This is Neverland. This is paradise. This is heaven. This is paradise. This is Neverland. This is heaven. This is Nirvana. This is the happy place. Well, because this is, I'm the one perceiving that. I'm the one saying that I am that. So if I am that, then I project. That means I carry heaven within me. I carry Nirvana within me. I carry paradise within me. I also carry hell. Right. So people can come around me and they don't want to, they can't stand being around me because they feel like they're in hell because they can't be around me because I'm experiencing that emotion at the moment. So people don't want to be around me because they feel like that. Or I'm experiencing joy and love. So I feel like I'm heaven and paradise and people come and they feel at bliss. So you are the one that carry all of it. Words are things. Words are magic. So that goes back to the whole thing again. Noodles is just noodles. It's a stream of thought. And everything else in it is what makes it noodles. But what is the ingredients? The ingredients is based on your thinking or your belief system. Otherwise, it's all nothing except what you say it is. If I'm gonna go get noodles because I love noodles, because noodles taste delicious, then the ingredients will be delicious and it's gonna be love. It's all your thoughts create your reality. So if you want to have noodles, have noodles. But your body knows what it wants to experience at the moment. The soul knows what it wants to experience at the moment. So if he wants to have noodles, it's gonna tell you to have noodles. The soul knows what it wants to have. You can also have noodles by just watching others eat noodles, and you can enjoy it just by observing. You're also having it because if you put your attention in it, you're also experiencing having the noodles. Is it still advanced for you? Am I crazy enough for you? Hmm? Am I blowing your mind yet? Am I blowing your mind yet? Yet means now. Means it. It's happening. Are you confused yet? Are you lost yet? It's all in the words. That's the magic. The magic is not the spells that all these make believes, the Solomon's seal and the spells of the ancient ones. You are the walking embodiment of it. You are the whole thing. You are the one speaking, creating, and actualizing at the same time. You are the past, the future, and the present. It's all happening now. Based on your words, how you are articulating, how are you perceiving, articulating art, latent. So it's how are you perceiving this whole reality? Because that's it's you within you, and it's all you, and you are inviting everyone else into your own experience because you spoke those into being. They're all characters playing a part in your reality. The good guy, the villain, the woo, and it's all you. You are creating those things because you said it. Those are the bad guys, and so now they are. You created that image, and you're experiencing it. those are good people. You said it. Those are. So you are those who are good. You are. You start categorizing them. So you start categorizing them. You categorize, and then you them. That's the you them. Boom. So now you start seeing them. Those who you have perceived, you have categorized within you as good and bad and this and that and that.
And I'm so proud of him.